is a ReTV documentary. Episode 2 of Celebrity Death Calls, you morbid lot. I started this channel because I'm interested in psychology, in particular criminal psychology and true crime. But there were things that I didn't realise when I started this channel. The only problem is, on a platform like this, you can only repeat the official story or the official conspiracies. This is not a platform for telling the truth. This is a platform to entertain and distract. I want to show you some of my independent research, the stuff that I can't say here, so I've created a website. If you are one of these absolute fucking idiots who will leave some kind of shitty comment because I'm advertising my own website, on my very own channel, I've got 2 words for you. Jog on! Here's a few more. You'll sit there and watch hundreds of thousands of adverts in your miserable lifetime from rich corporations whose sole mission it is to drain every penny you have, but you begrudge an independent creator talking about their own research on their very own channel. The same creator who has worked for free for over 2 years now, the same creator whose hard work you've been consuming for free. Get out of here, leave your thumbs down and jog right on. It doesn't bother me, it's all engagement after all. But for the people who aren't narcissistic, grandiose individuals who believe that everyone should work for free to entertain them, I've made this content for you to enjoy, completely free. If, however, you are after more of the independent research, the stuff that you know is being silenced, if you want answers to some of these true crime cases that remain a mystery, you might want to check out my exclusive series on my website. If you're still on the forums debating as to what happened to JonBenet Ramsey, or if Susan Smith, Darlie Routier or Chris Watts killed their kids, or if you're still debating the official stories about any true crime case, if hoax is a part of your vocabulary, the exclusive content on my website is a series that you really need to see. Now back to the morbid stuff. Paul Walker.
You just said something. You were hired to keep that guy Scott.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's, see, whatever Scott does now, they want me to do it as well because he has a tendency to get out of line and, I don't know if you guys have read, but he likes to, cause a lot of trouble. And so basically, yeah, I mean, I'm grateful to the guy that, that he does. But, yeah, they took me on. I'm supposed to keep him in line, but the problem is that, I find myself getting into trouble with him at times. And, yeah, so I don't really like Scott anymore.
We don't like Scott?
No, he's a shady character.
Oh, no. You're going to have everyone who said that they're just great friends. Now, was this an act of just being together?
No, actually, everyone's lying, and it's just a crock of, No, everyone gets along really well, and it bothers me because, I mean, I know that you hear it all the time, and, and half the time, maybe even more so, it really isn't genuine. I mean, that's the whole game. That's what I don't really like. It's like people are so afraid to offend or say something, It's like, maybe if I say this, I jeopardize, my career. Maybe I won't get another job. I don't want to badmouth this person or that person. Personally, I like to be straight up, and if I had some schmack, or some trash to talk about someone, I'd be tempted to give it to you right now.
Oh,
but
really?
Yeah, just to let you know,
the real story.
I don't have any, and that's the real story.
You're a character. Tell me a little bit about him. I mean, he's Golden Boy.
Right, yeah, he's Golden Boy. He's a celebrity in his own town. He's played football from the time he was 2 years old. Football is, that's all he knows. His father's preached it to him. His whole town lives it and breathes it and eats it and sleeps it. That's what I really like about Lance. As important as football has been to him his whole life, and as devastated as he is when he's injured and his career just basically goes down the tubes, he realizes there's more to life than just football, and that's something that he finds on his own. That's not something that Lance was ever taught, and for that reason, I really like the character. He's really strong.
This is every little boy's dream, then, to go out there and play football.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, any normal boy's dream, I think. who hasn't, jumped about, being a star player, in virtually every sport, from baseball to basketball for me. And here I was, I had the opportunity to play in front of, thousands upon thousands of, screaming fans. And I was a quarterback on top of it, There's nothing wrong with that.
Not bad at all.
Right.
Paul Walker made his big screen debut in the 1986 horror spoof Monster in Your Closet. After appearing in several television shows in the 1990s, Walker gained attention with a role in the 1999 film Varsity Blues, and his TV days were officially behind him. After working in teen movies such as She's All That and The Skulls, Walker got his breakthrough role in 2001 with The Fast and the Furious, which would become his star vehicle and keep him busy through 4 sequels and a short prequel. The Fast and the Furious franchise established Walker as an action film mainstay, and he went on to appear in several films in the genre, including Takers, Hours, and Vehicle 19. Walker apparently died in a car accident on the 30th of November 2013 at the age of 40. He was in California to attend a charity event for Reach Out Worldwide to benefit victims of Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines. He was reportedly in the passenger seat of a Porsche when his friend who was driving lost control, crashing the vehicle into a tree. The car was reportedly engulfed in flames and both individuals were pronounced dead at the scene of the accident. At the time of his death, Walker had just finished Brick Mansions and was working on Fast and the Furious 7. Brick Mansions was released in 2014, and Fast and the Furious 7 premiered on the 3rd of April 2015 to huge box office returns.
My dream car is the Carrera GT. The Porsche Carrera GT would be, that's the top.
Track 30 units, code 3901T, Right Canyon Loop and Constellation Road in Valencia. One vehicle on fire after TC, tag is 186. Unit 1 or less, Right Canyon Loop and Constellation Road in Valencia.
Okay, fellas, I see the smoke. You shouldn't have much trouble finding it once you get close.
134, cancel. Engine 156, line.
LA 156, we're almost on scene. We got smoke showing.
Copy. CHP is now saying you have a report at Constellation and Hercules. Do you want another response there?
Negative, standby. We're on scene.
156.
LA 156, we're on scene. We have one vehicle fully involved. Continue 76 for now.
Copy 76, continue. Units responding, Rye Canyon and Kelly Johnson. 156, fully involved vehicle.
LA engine 156.
156, 5.
We have confirmed 2 DUA.
Details this morning on the deaths of Fast and Furious star Paul Walker and his friend killed in a fiery car accident over the weekend. Investigators working right now to determine the cause of the wreck. ABC's Cecilia Vega has the story.
He is the speed demon who rose to fame in the Fast and Furious blockbusters. And now, this real-life twist that all too closely mirrors the movies he made.
We have confirmed 2 DUA.
This morning, new details in the joyride that ended in a fiery crash taking actor Paul Walker's life. The driver, Walker's friend, Roger Rodas, was a pro racer with championship titles to his name.
This is not his first time driving a car like this.
Right. That's why I'm shocked. He's driven cars faster than this.
A Porsche Carrera GT that can hit speeds of up to 240 miles per hour, reportedly being sold for more than $300,000, and so difficult to handle, even professional drivers called it scary. On Saturday, both men attended a toy drive-in car show for Walker's charity, Reach Out Worldwide. Here's Walker with that Porsche in one of the last known videos of the 40-year-old star.
They pulled out of the parking lot slow.
Jim Torp spoke to both men just before they rode off. The crash happened in a business park just a few blocks away, minutes after they left.
What was the last thing you heard Paul say?
Hey, I'll be right back in 5 minutes. That was the last words I heard.
They struck a tree and a pole. Both men pronounced dead on the scene. The mangled car unrecognizable, the pole bent in two. Fast and Furious co-star Tyrese Gibson among the throngs of mourners who visited the scene, leaving in tears.
It's been a while since I've been behind the wheel of one of these.
Walker had been on break from filming Fast and Furious 7. Production is now reportedly delayed.
How was that one? The real question is how long they're going to take here to figure out the direction of the film and to make everyone comfortable with coming back to work.
Hey, what's going on? Evacuate me, come on.
He also has another movie scheduled for release in 2 weeks. In Hours, Walker plays a father trying to save his baby daughter during Hurricane Katrina.
I'm at St. Mary's Hospital. I got a baby I need to rescue.
And Walker is survived by a 15-year-old daughter, Meadow. This is that scene where he crashed and died. Robin, police now say that speed was a factor.
I know they're going to continue to look into it. Cecilia, thank you.
Start Battalion 6, Unit 76.
What are you smiling about? Dude, I almost had you.
Jennifer Hudson.
It's literally just takes a part of you. And because of, there was so many shocks involved in it. Like, I can't even get over, like, who do I grieve for first? Who do I start with? So I find myself one moment, of course I'm gonna think of my mother, because it's my mother. So I think of her a lot. Next, I think of, you know, Julian or my brother. I have moments where it's bits and pieces, like it's too much.
You didn't even know who to grieve first.
So you don't even know, you're confused, your mind is confused, your feelings are confused. You don't know where to start. And I haven't been to the grave site since we buried them. But now I want to go because I feel like, okay, we've accomplished this, we've done this, we got justice for you. I can't come back here empty-handed. So I came back with justice being served. So now I feel like I deserve to be able to see them.
To stand above the grave.
Right.
So as we sit here doing this interview in your beautiful high-rise apartment overlooking Chicago, it is your nephew Julian's 11th birthday, or would have been.
Yes.
His 11th birthday. He was murdered when he was 7 years old. And as I came up the stairs, I saw people wearing Hatch Day t-shirts because you created this day as Hatch Day. What does that mean?
Hatch Day is something Julian came up with as a kid. Like, he would walk around, make invitations, and he wanted everybody to come to his Hatch Day. We had to either make cakes or buy cakes. We don't know. It was something he wanted, he created, and he always wanted a Hatch Day. So this is our way of giving him his Hatch Day, and we put it on his birthday, and it's to, you know, honor his memory and give back to kids. It's Hatch Day. Happy Hatch Day.
Ron Emanuel, Mayor of the City of Chicago, does hereby proclaim August 14, 2012 to be Julian D. King Hatch Day in Chicago.
Today is an emotional day, first of all. We are giving school supplies to the kids in the city of Chicago. This is the second year, so again, we're growing and growing and growing. And my sister's in there working away, giving all the school supplies away, so to help encourage the kids with their education. Hi. Hey. This is my sister. This is Julia.
We got the book bags over there. We got USB drives. We have calculators, paper pens, crayons, color pencils. We got it all.
She's saying get all the fun colors. Thank you.
Great.
Give me a hug. Oh. But what grade are you going to?
First grade.
First grade? We'll go get you some good school supplies, okay? Happy Hatch Day!
Is this a hard day for you?
It used to be. And my mother always told me, no matter, Jenny, no matter how negative things are, you always find the positive.
Your mom told you that?
She used to always tell me that. And so I was looking at this, like, how I didn't want my sister to face another birthday. Like, when you lose loved ones, you don't want to see a birthday come. So it's like, oh my God, how are we going to
Everybody who's listening to you right now knows that the first holiday is the hardest.
It was
Their birthday is the hardest.
Worst.
Yeah, the worst.
And so it's like, okay, it's killing us to even face the holidays and the birthdays. And I was like, how can I turn something so negative into a positive? And so that's when we came up with this idea. And now, like, when I woke up this morning, I forgot it was Julian's birthday because it didn't hurt so much. I was excited. So
because you get to give back.
Right.
That is how you heal.
And so now we are looking forward to Julian's birthday.
I think that's so really powerful what you just said, because for everybody who's lost somebody, there isn't a person who has loved anybody and lost them, particularly from something that was heinous or unexpected, that doesn't go through that. Every birthday, everything. I remember years ago, Dr. Phil was on the show and somebody says, the pain, the grief gets better with time. And I remember him saying, it doesn't get better, it's what you do with it. It's what you do with the time
that makes sense.
It better.
I mean, this one sounds like a perfect case for a blood sacrifice, but let's go with it. Jennifer Kate Hudson, also known by her nickname J Hud, how original, is an American singer and actress. Hudson rose to fame in 2004 as a finalist on the 3rd season of American Idol, placing 7th. She made her film debut as Effie White in Dreamgirls in 2006, for which she received an Academy Award, a Golden Globe, a BAFTA Award, and a Screen Actors Guild Award for Best Supporting Actress. In 2015, she made her Broadway debut in the role of Shug Avery in The Colour Purple. On the 24th of October 2008, her mother Darnell Donison and 29-year-old brother Jason Hudson were shot to death inside Donison's home in Chicago, Illinois. Jennifer's 7-year-old nephew, Julian King, the son of her elder sister Julia Hudson, was initially reported missing and an Amber Alert was issued. Julian King's body was found on the 27th of October in Chicago's West Side area in a parked car matching the Amber Alert description. Autopsy results indicated that Julian's death was due to multiple gunshot wounds. A pistol found in a West Side vacant lot was confirmed as the murder weapon by Chicago police. On the day that the bodies of Hudson's mother and brother were discovered, Chicago police took Julia Hudson's estranged husband William Balfour into custody, but did not file charges against him. To the people who subscribe to my exclusive content, what do you see when you look at these two? Think back to what I said about the age difference in the Lindbergh Jr. case. Drop me a message on the website if you get what I'm saying. Balfour was on parole and spent nearly 7 years in prison for attempted murder, vehicular hijacking, and possession of a stolen vehicle. The Illinois Department of Corrections records reveal one of Balfour's addresses to be the home where Donison and Jason Hudson were murdered. After the Chicago police had held Balfour for the maximum 48 hours allowable without charging him with a crime, he was held by the Illinois Department of Corrections on a parole violation. At the 10th of November 2008 parole hearing, the Prisoner Review Board was told by the Cook County State's Attorney's Office that Balfour's current or former girlfriend told investigators she saw Balfour with a gun identical to the murder weapon several days before the murder occurred. Board Chairman Jorge Montes said that although Balfour may have violated other conditions of his parole, including failing to get anger management and substance abuse counseling, the gun allegations alone were sufficient to hold Balfour until the 3rd of December hearing before the full Illinois Prisoner Review Board. Montes said that the allegations for the woman included that Balfour had admitted to her that he was involved in the murders, but those allegations were not part of the parole review hearing. Balfour appeared at the hearing without an assigned attorney because he had not been charged with a crime. On the 1st of December 2008, Balfour was arrested and charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder for the deaths of Donison, Jason Hudson, and 7-year-old Julian King, as well as 1 count of felony home invasion. At the 3rd of December court hearing in which Balfour was denied bail, a prosecutor alleged that Balfour had committed the murders out of anger that his estranged wife was dating another man. At the 3rd of December court hearing in which Balfour was denied bail, a prosecutor alleged that Balfour had committed the murders out of anger that his estranged wife was dating another man. Balfour maintained his innocence for the crimes but was indicted on the 30th of December. On the 20th of January 2009, he pleaded not guilty to all charges but was convicted in May of 2012 and sentenced to 3 life sentences plus 120 years.
Come on, please!
It's gone.
Please, please kill my mama! Oh my God!
I don't understand what you're saying. You gotta stop screaming.
Somebody kill my mother! Somebody kill my mother, please!
Somebody did what?
Somebody kill my mother!
Somebody killed your mother.
No, please help me! Please help me!
Where are you? What's the address?
South Yale Avenue.
What?
Oh my God. 7019 South Yale.
Does she need an ambulance?
I don't know. I'm scared. Please, somebody, please send an ambulance. Yes.
Hold
please.
on. Stay on the line. Don't hang up.
Somebody,
I can help you?
please.
Where are you?
I'm at 7019 South Yale.
79 what?
7019 South Yale.
What's going on?
I don't know. Like she's been shot. Can you please send an ambulance, please?
What happened?
I don't know. She's on the floor. I see blood coming from her head.
Is she breathing?
I don't know. I didn't touch her. I just ran out the house.
Do you know what happened? Did she fall?
No, I just got home from work. And there's a bullet. It's a bullet hole in our front door.
Is a bullet hole in your front door?
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 57 years old. Please help my mama.
All right, are you guys in the house?
Yes, please just send an ambulance.
All right, 7919 South Yale.
Yes.
All right, we're on our way. I thought you said 7019. Is it 7019, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
7019.
All right, we're on our way. Thanks, please.
Right?
Can we help with the ambulance?
Please.
Hello, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay. Is this a house or apartment?
It's a house. It's on the first floor of the floor.
Okay, what's your last name?
Those who know something. Would you like to make sure my mama?
What's your last name?
My mother.
Your last name?
I'm wrong. Excuse me.
What's your last name?
My last name is Hudson.
Okay, do you see any blood on her?
I don't know, Richard. I don't know. I'm scared. I don't know.
Okay, the police and the ambulance are on the way over there, okay?
My mama. My mama.
The ambulance is on the way, and the police.
Yes. Okay. Please. Where's my brother at? What happened? Go to the house. Someone with my mama, and I don't know what she's in the house on the floor. And
my clothes.
the door. I went in there because I went in the house with my mom. And she on the floor. I ain't touched her. I ain't did nothing. All I could do was run. I don't know what Julian is or nothing. And I'm here by myself. Yes.
Get right to Monday's emotional testimony from Jennifer Hudson, the superstar breaking down on the stand. She was a first witness in the trial of her former brother-in-law charged in the 2008 murders of Hudson's mother, brother, and 7-year-old nephew. ABC's Alex Perez was in the courtroom. He's in Chicago right now with the latest. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Robin. On the stand, Hudson talked about the last time she was with her family, and she was almost brought to tears when she talked about her little nephew, Julian. His body was found in an SUV just a few days after the murders of her mother and brother. In a stunning move, prosecutors launched their case Monday with the witness that had the highest profile, Jennifer Hudson. For nearly an hour, the superstar choked back tears, talking about the close relationship she had with her mother, who was allegedly murdered by Hudson's ex-brother-in-law nearly 4 years ago. I slept with my mom until I was 16 years old, Hudson told jurors. Even after I moved out, I would go back home and lay in the bed with her. When she wasn't home, she said they would exchange daily text messages. Anytime I would wake up in the morning, there would be a text from my mother. Not getting a text the morning of October 24th, 2008, Hudson said, was her first clue something was wrong. I kept sitting there, wondering, that's strange. That was the first thing I said. My mom didn't text me. By that time, Hudson's mother and brother were already dead, killed, prosecutors say, by this man, William Balfour. According to investigators, he was jealous Hudson's sister Julia had been dating another man.
You want the jury to feel invested in the case from the beginning, and that is accomplished by Jennifer Hudson's emotional testimony.
Known for her powerhouse singing voice, Hudson spoke softly while on the stand, telling jurors she went to elementary school with Balfour, saying she always disliked him and objected when her sister started dating him. We did not like how he treated her, and I did not like how he treated my nephew, she said. Talking about her nephew, Julian, seemed to be the toughest part for the singer. It was always me and my tug-a-bear. That's what I called him. Hudson's testimony Monday is one of the few times she's ever spoken publicly about the case. Last year, she told Oprah how she made it through.
My family,
it's a very emotional subject. So,
I know.
my baby and God.
Perhaps the most emotional moment of the trial, Hudson stopped and composed herself when asked about a family gathering the week before the murders. I was so surprised. I was playing my piano, and my mother sat on one side of me, and my brother sat on the other side, and I was singing them a song, and it was just us, being family. Now, the defense argues Hudson's brother was a drug dealer who put his family in a dangerous situation. They also say investigators wrongfully zeroed in on Balfour because they had a high-profile case on their hands and needed a suspect.
Nicole Brown Simpson.
The chapter 6, is called The Night in Question. And you write in the book, now picture this and keep in mind that this is
purely
hypothetical.
Yes.
Why don't you tell me what might have happened on the night of June 12th, 1994? And let's just walk through the night.
Well, first of all, this is very difficult for me to do this. It was very difficult for me because it's hypothetical. I know and I accept the fact that people are going to feel whatever way they're going to feel. They're going to, whatever they want to feel. In the book, the hypothetical is
Charlie pulls that up.
Charlie. This guy Charlie shows up, the guy who I had recently become friends with, and I don't know why he had been by Nicole's house, but it told me you wouldn't believe what's going on over there. And I remember thinking, well, whatever's going on over there's got to stop, right? So we kind of hooked up together, and I'm kind of broad stroking this. We go over. Get in the Bronco and go over.
Let's just go back and do the details. Where did you park?
Let's do the detail.
You park
in the hypothetical in the alley.
Right. You park in the alley.
Yeah.
And you put on a wool cap and gloves.
In the hypothetical, I put on a cap and gloves.
Right.
Yeah.
And you reached under the seat for
a knife. I always kept a knife in the car for the crazies and stuff because you can't travel with a gun. And I remember Charlie saying, you ain't bringing that. And I didn't, right? But I believe he took it.
Charlie took the knife?
Yeah. In the book.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the back gate, you go through the back gate?
Yes.
And it was open or broken or?
I don't recall.
Okay.
I go to the front and I'm looking to see what's going on. And I can see that it appears like Nicole had candles all the time. She really did, to keep her overhead down, I think. And music was on, and while I was there, a guy shows up.
So Ron Goldman comes in the back gate.
Yeah, a guy that I really didn't recognize. I may have seen him around, but I really didn't recognize him to be anyone. And in the mood I was in, I started having words with him.
He says to you, I just came by to return a pair of glasses. Judy left them at the restaurant.
Yeah, words to that effect, yes.
And he was
I don't know if I believed it or didn't believe it. It was pretty much immaterial because, I was more concerned about everything that was going on, and was fed up with it, I guess. And
you get into a fight. Nicole comes out.
A verbal
fight.
Got a little loud, and by that time, Nicole had come out, and we started having words about who is this guy, why is he here, what's going on.
And she says, this is my house, get the F out of here.
Yes, and which I didn't like because, once again, this is the same person, and if you read the book, you'll see some things that happened in the 2 weeks leading up to this that were very, very irritating, and I think Charlie had followed this guy in, wanted to make sure there was no problem, and he brought the knife. As things got heated, I just remember Nicole fell and hurt herself. And this guy kind of got into a karate thing. And I said, well, you think you can kick my ass? And I remember I grabbed the knife. I do remember that portion, taking a knife from Charlie. And to be honest, after that, I don't remember. Except I'm standing there and there's all kind of stuff around and
what kind of stuff?
Blood and stuff around. I hate to say this, but this is hypothetical. I'm sorry. Right. I know we got to back up again.
It's okay. I want to back up.
This is hard.
This is hard. I know. I want to back up
hard
to
try to make people think that I'm.
I know. You wrote in the book, I had never seen so much blood in my life.
Yes.
You're covered, the scene. Can you describe it?
It's hard for me to describe it, I'm telling you. I don't think any two people could be murdered the way they were without everybody being covered in blood. And of course, I think we've all seen the grisly pictures after. So yeah, I think everything would have been covered in blood.
And what goes through your mind at a time like that?
I don't know. It's like, what happened?
Right. Mm-hmm. You write about removing a glove before taking the knife from Charlie.
You know, I had no conscious memory of doing that, but obviously I must have because they found the glove there.
And blacking out. Have you ever blacked out before?
Not to my knowledge.
No.
No, of course, if something like this would take place in anybody's life, if it were to happen, I would imagine it's something that you would probably automatically have trouble wrapping your mind around it. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
I won't go into too much detail here. This is another one of those pantomimes where the script has been recycled over and over. Nicole Brown Simpson was the ex-wife of former professional American football player and convicted felon O.J. Simpson, to whom she was married from 1985 to 1992, and the mother of their two children, Sydney and Justin. She was apparently murdered at her home in Los Angeles, California on the 12th of June 1994, along with her friend, restaurant waiter Ron Goldman, 2 years after her divorce from Simpson. Simpson, who had a legal history of physically abusing, stalking, and making death threats towards Brown, was arrested and charged with both murders. After a controversial and highly publicized criminal trial, Simpson was acquitted of all charges, but found liable for both deaths in a civil lawsuit in 1997. This sure was a showbiz trial.
All right. Thank you, counsel.
The slowest police chase in history that lasted for over an hour, of course caught by all the news crews in their helicopters. The trial even had its own slogan.
If it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
911 emergency.
Can you get someone over here now to 325 Gretna Green? He's back. Please.
Well, okay, what does he look like?
He's O.J. Simpson. I think you know his record. Could you just send somebody over here?
Okay, what is he doing there?
He just drove up again.
He just drove up
over.
Okay, wait a minute. What kind of car is he in?
He's in a white Bronco, but first of all, he broke the back door down to get in.
Okay, wait a minute. What's your name?
Nicole Simpson.
Okay, is he the sportscaster or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
Wait a minute. We're sending the police. What is he doing? Is he threatening you?
I'm going nuts.
Okay, has he threatened you in any way, or is he just harassing you?
You're going to hear him in a minute. He's about to come in again.
Okay, just stay on the line.
I don't want to stay on the line. He's going to beat the shit out of me.
Wait a minute. Wait, just stay on the line so we can know what's going on till the police get there, okay? Okay, Nicole?
Uh-huh.
Just a moment. Does he have any weapons?
I don't know.
Okay.
He went home, now he's back. My kids are upstairs sleeping, and I don't want anything to happen.
Okay. Has he hit you today, or no?
No.
Okay, you don't need any paramedics or anything? Okay. You just want him to leave?
My door. He broke the whole back door in.
And then he left and he came back?
And he came and he practically knocked my upstairs door down, but he pounded it, and then he screamed and hollered, and I tried to get him out of the bedroom because the kids were sleeping in there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then he wanted somebody's phone number, and I gave him my phone book and was going to, or I put my phone book down to write down the phone number that he wanted, and then he took my phone book with all my stuff in it.
The dispatch.
What?
What does he say?
Units, your domestic violence at 30 Crescent 325 South Griffin Greenway is now too high. The suspect is now entered in the shelter and it is refusing to leave. It's code too high. Incident 4221 RD 825. Children involved. Just stay on the line, okay? Is he upset with something that you did? Oh, a long time ago. It always comes back.
Way are assisting Mr. Simpson in avoiding justice. Mr. Simpson is a fugitive of justice right now. And if you assist him in any way, you are committing a felony. Think about it. And I'll guarantee you that if there is evidence establishing that you've assisted Mr. Simpson in any way to avoid his arrest, you will be prosecuted as a felon. Now, you can tell that I'm a little upset, and I am upset. This is a very serious case. Many of us perhaps had empathy to some extent. We saw perhaps the falling of an American hero. To some extent, I viewed Mr. Simpson in the same way. But let's remember, we have two innocent people who have been brutally killed. We have their families who are still with us today, who are going to suffer for the rest of their lives, including the children of the Simpsons. It's a serious case. We will continue to treat it seriously. We will be working closely with the Los Angeles Police Department. I want to go out of my way to congratulate the Los Angeles Police Department in the outstanding professional investigation that led to the filing of these criminal charges. Phil Van Adder and Tom Lang are absolutely top-flight investigators, and they've done a superb job. We will find Mr. Simpson, and we are going to bring him to justice. If you have any questions, I will attempt to address them, but it's going to be difficult.
Who is primarily responsible for Mr. Simpson having disappeared?
Don't blame anyone. I mean, look at how many people are here today. How many members of the media have been surrounding Mr. Simpson's house, and he was able to get away somehow. I understand that. What I'm trying to do is I don't want to put blame on anyone. Mr. Simpson, we were prepared to arrest Mr. Simpson after the scientific evidence had come back, and we were satisfied we now have sufficient evidence to go forward.
Which was
let me finish.
That's the Los Angeles District Attorney commenting on the fact that O.J. Simpson is now a fugitive from justice. He did not turn himself into police, as previously agreed earlier today. The Los Angeles police are now searching for him. Simpson has been charged with 2 counts of murder, with 2 counts, that is, for the murder of his ex-wife and her male friend. Police say the charges against Simpson include a special circumstance allegation. What that means is that he could face life in prison or the death penalty. Just over an hour ago, the police in Los Angeles held a rather extraordinary news conference. What they did there is announce the charges against Simpson, but then Commander David Gascon of the LAPD revealed they have no idea where he is.
Detectives from the Los Angeles Police Department, after an exhaustive investigation, which included interviews of dozens of witnesses, and a thorough examination and analysis of the physical evidence, both here and in Chicago, sought and obtained a warrant for the arrest of O.J. Simpson, charging him with the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Lyle Goldman. Mr. Simpson, in agreement with his attorney, was scheduled to surrender this morning to the Los Angeles Police Department. Initially, that was 11 o'clock. It then became 11:45. Mr. Simpson has not appeared. The Los Angeles Police Department right now is actively searching for Mr. Simpson. We will continue our pursuit of Mr. Simpson and hope to have him in custody soon. This matter will now enter the prosecutorial stage, where it'll be overseen by a team of extremely talented prosecutors.
That was Commander David Gascon of the Los Angeles Police Department. The O.J. Simpson story is still developing at this hour. For the latest now on what's happening, let's go live to John Gibson in L.A. John, what is happening right now?
Well, they're searching for O.J. Simpson. As you heard Commander Gascon say, they're very angry. He was supposed to show up, and he did not. We believe that O.J. left his house this morning in the company of his attorney, Robert Shapiro, who was going to bring him here. Something happened in between, and O.J. did not appear down here at police headquarters. Now, in addition, a 911 call has been received from Nicole Simpson's Brentwood condominium. Police have converged on that scene in Brentwood. A homicide unit has responded, as well as a group from the LAPD press office. We're going to find out shortly what is going on there. There's nothing confirmed other than a 911 call from Nicole Simpson's Brentwood condominium. Meanwhile, the overarching story is that O.J. Simpson not only charged with the murders, not only facing the death penalty, but is now a fugitive from the law.
All right, Mr. Simpson, would you please stand and face the jury? Mrs. Robertson.
Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant Orenthal James Simpson not guilty of the crime of murder.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock has released a solemn statement following the accidental death of his personal assistant, Mike Sacha, who was killed in an ATV accident on Kid Rock's property in Nashville while transporting guests during a cookout. The singer says he's beyond devastated and gave a heartfelt tribute, saying he was a member of our family and one of the greatest young men I've ever had the pleasure to not only work with, but also become friends with. To dismiss any rumors or confusion, Metro Nashville Police Department confirmed the death of the 30-year-old and has already classified it as an accident. The American Badass states, "I know I speak for all of us in sharing my deepest condolences to his family. I cannot imagine how they must feel. We will never forget you, my friend."
In late April of 2016, Kid Rock's emotional 911 call to police after finding his assistant dead on his property was released. In audio of the call, the musician is at first calm, though noticeably shaken, as he tells the operator that he needs an ambulance and that it seems like his assistant is already dead. But the singer quickly loses patience when his phone keeps breaking up and the operator repeatedly questions him about what happened. "Send an ambulance," he tells the operator. Michael Sacha, aged 30, was lying face down on the side of the driveway of Rock's White Creek house early in the morning. He had apparently lost control of the vehicle and crashed on his way back to the house after he had been ferrying people to the end of the driveway to meet an Uber who had been visiting for a cookout that night. Nashville Fire Department spokesman Brian Haas told the Tennessean that Sacha was dead by the time the department arrived. A news release from the Metro Nashville Police Department says the accident happened when Sacha drove two people down the driveway to meet an Uber driver at night. Sacha crashed while riding the ATV back to the property. Rock and a friend found Sacha on an embankment at 11:30 a.m. the next morning and called for help. The police department tweeted that evening that Sacha's death had been classified as accidental. The autopsy report later revealed that Sacha was more than 2 times over the limit.
What is the exact emergency?
Need an ambulance. Need an ambulance.
What is the address?
31 White Road. I think my assistant looks to be dead.
Okay.
From a Polaris accident.
Okay.
In the ambulance.
Okay, I have not yet because I don't know what's going on. What is your name, sir?
Send the ambulance now.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know there's a Polaris. My Polaris is off the driveway, and it looks to be my sister's dead.
Okay.
The body lay next to the front mud.
Okay, and I can't
take the last. I need a fucking ambulance.
Sir, I'm going to send you an ambulance, but I'm having a hard time hearing you. Your phone is breaking up badly. I heard you say your Polaris is out the
What part of send the ambulance? Don't this fucking hear? Send the goddamn ambulance now!
Sir, you yelling at me is not going to help the situation. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, okay?
What's on? I'm sorry. We're just, I don't know what's going on. We're very upset and shocked. I
understand that, and I'm trying to help. Yeah, his phone is breaking up, and I can't understand what he's saying. Can you tell me exactly what happened?
We don't know. We were going to drive to the airport, and we couldn't find his assistant.
Okay.
So we went to look for him.
Okay.
And I haven't looked because I can't look.
I understand.
But he appears to be dead. I don't know what happened. If he took it, I don't know what happened. I have no idea.
Okay.
But we woke up, and he wasn't in the house. So we came to look for him because it's just not like him to not be up early. He wasn't in his bedroom. So we came to look for him, and oh, my God. Can you just please send somebody?
Someone out.
I don't know what happened.
From what I understand, you guys found him in the driveway. Is that correct?
He's off to the side of the driveway, and we have one like an ATV that we heard the engine running, and we didn't touch anything. It's still running. I haven't looked because I don't want to.
Does it look like
but I think he's dead.
ATV?
Oh, my God.
Does it look like he wrecked on the ATV?
I don't know what.
Okay. How old
Pardon?
is he? How old is he?
How old is Mike? He's 30. Oh, my God. He's 30. I don't know. I don't want to look at him, but I think he's dead.
I understand. Does it look like he wrecked off the ATV?
I think that's what happened because it's in the trees and it's still running.
Okay. And
we didn't touch anything.
I understand.
Oh, my God.
Okay, listen to me, okay? We want to help him out if we can, okay? I just have a few more questions.
I don't think you can help him. Just please send somebody. Please.
I understand. Okay, hold on just a moment. And just to make sure, to clarify, is he awake?
He's not.
Is he
I didn't look at him, but
is he breathing?
No.
Okay.
Is he Bob? No. I don't want to look, but I don't think he's alive. He's dead. Oh, my God. Oh, God.
Okay, I do have the call set for the paramedics to be on the way and the police, okay?
And the police. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I do have a few questions for you because I want to make sure that we can get help to him if possible, okay? Is there any way that you can go to him?
Bob, I don't want to look, but what do you want us to do? I don't want to touch anything because it's obviously,
Okay, I just want to make sure. I know you say he looks like he's deceased, but he may still be breathing.
Yeah.
If we can give him CPR, I want to do that, okay? So is there any way?
Bob, he's not breathing. He said his head's all smashed up.
His head is
gone.
smashed up? Okay.
He's not breathing. Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked. I can only tell you what I'm being told.
I understand.
I do not want to look.
I understand completely.
Oh, my God.
Hold on just a second, okay?
Okay.
All right. We do have them.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Should one of us meet at the gate? We have a gate.
If you can, go ahead and meet at the gate, okay? All right, and we do have them on the way. If anything changes or you get any further information, give us a call back, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I'm James Vallis. Michael Sacha, who is the personal assistant to Kid Rock, has been found dead at the singer's property near Nashville, Tennessee, after an ATV accident that, according to police, the death is being investigated as accidental. Paramedics were called at 11:30 a.m. on Monday after Kid Rock and a friend found Sacha on an embankment at the property, which is located in a 3600 block of Knight Drive in the unincorporated community of Whites Creek, just north of Nashville. The Nashville Fire Department responded to the scene and Sacha was pronounced dead. He was 30 years old. Investigators believe that the accident happened at around midnight when Sacha drove two people down the long driveway to meet an Uber driver. As Sacha returned back to the home, he apparently lost control of the ATV and crashed. Kid Rock, whose real name is Robert Ritchie, went to look for him after he couldn't find him in the morning. Other details about the accident were not immediately available, but Nashville Metro Police said they are investigating the death as accidental. For the very latest, stay with BNOnews.com and follow us all day long on Twitter for breaking news updates at BNO News.
Michael Jackson, the king of pop.
There are some people who feel that a person such as yourself, who's been on stage since the age of 5, has grown up in a fantasy, that your life is a fantasy.
I have seen many worlds, not just one.
I mean, imagine, from the age of 5, you've been able to create a whole world.
That's true. That's how I feel.
Your family was not wealthy when you started out. You were pretty young. I don't know if you would remember. Were there a lot of sacrifices involved?
Yeah, we weren't wealthy, but we weren't poor. My father always prepared for the family, as well as my mother. Always wonderful. And that's very important. They made sure we, got the right things for ourselves. Strong parents, I think, are very important, especially in our situation. If he hit me, I would hit him back, which was terrible. And I would run around the house and hide and all that stuff. But I would really get it more than anybody.
Do you think your father was too strict?
Yes. No, he's gonna kill me.
He's gonna get you still worried about that? Well, he feels that he was strict.
I'm glad he said it. Now I'll say it, yes. Did he?
What does it feel like to see that? People yelling, Michael, Michael.
I'm two different people, on and off stage. But I formed a personality that's me, and I can't get away from that. It's just the whole overall thing it's hard to deal with. It really is. It's a hard situation, and it's something I have to put up with.
You've always been Michael Jackson on stage.
I guess. Yeah, that's true. It's a hard situation. It is, and it's something I have to put up with.
It must be hard to have real friends.
Yes.
Do you feel grown up?
I've been around grown people, since I was 5. I mean, on tour, backstage with all the musicians and the singers, and I feel grown up for all my life. There's other kinds of sounds of music that I love to do. It hurts what is inside of me, and it can't get out, and it's hidden from the world. Studio 54.
Why? Why is it your favorite?
It has a wonderful feeling. When I walk in there, I just get so excited. The lights and the people. It's just almost like going to a play, a performance. I usually go there, and Liza's there, Liza Minnelli, and she pulls me out on the floor, and we get to dancing, and we just have the time of our lives. Or Brooke Shields supposed to be there. Chic is one of my favorite groups. I like songs that touch the heart and that stay with a person for a lifetime. And that's what's important to me and to the people. And that's what I'm here for. And I get things done the way I want them to be done.
Are you willful?
In what way?
I mean, you have your own ideas of what you want to do, and you're going to do them?
Oh, yeah. I deal through feeling.
And then you want to act on it?
Yeah. Actually, you're becoming like a stage addict. I really am. Like when there are off days and there is no show, I'm up at night dancing just the same. It's really strange. I guess I'm an addict. Can't help it. I think a man is a person who achieves his goal and make all his dreams come true for himself and for the people.
And what you enjoy the most about being on stage is?
It's a great question. So I feel I'm doing my job, and that's what makes me happy. So we're feeding one another, and it's a wonderful thing.
Michael's not here.
I let things create themselves. If that's meant to be, it'll happen. And I believe in the force. and it'll tell me when.
He wanted his music to make a difference. He wanted his music to heal.
Do I need to go into detail here? We all know what we were told happened. Doesn't mean it's true, but let's humour them. On the 25th of June 2009, less than 3 weeks before the first This Is It show was due to begin in London, with all concerts sold out, Jackson apparently died from a cardiac arrest. Conrad Murray, his personal physician, had reportedly given Jackson various medications to help him sleep at his rented mansion in Holmby Hills, Los Angeles. Paramedics received a 911 call at 12:22 p.m. and arrived 3 minutes later. Jackson was not breathing and CPR was performed. Resuscitation efforts continued en route to Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center, and for more than an hour after arriving, but were unsuccessful, and he was pronounced dead at 2:26 p.m.
Fire paramedic 33, what is your address of emergency?
Yes, sir. I need an ambulance as soon as possible, sir.
Okay, sir. What's your address?
Los Angeles, California, 90077.
You said Carrollwood?
Carrollwood Drive, yes.
Okay, sir. What's the phone number you're calling from? Hey, sir. And what's the problem? Tell me exactly what happened.
Sir, we have a gentleman here that needs help, and he's not breathing yet. He's not breathing, and we're trying to pump him, but he's not breathing, sir.
Okay, how old is he?
He's 50 years old, sir.
50, okay. He's unconscious, he's not breathing?
Yes, he's not breathing, sir.
Okay, and he's not conscious either?
He's not conscious, sir.
Okay. All right, do you have him, is he on the floor? Where's he at right now?
He's on the bed, sir. He's on the bed.
Okay, let's get him on the floor.
Okay.
Okay, let's get him down to the floor. I'm going to help you with CPR right now, okay?
We need him. Yes,
we're already on our way there. We're on our way. I'm going to do as much as I can to help you over the phone. We're already on our way. Did anybody see him?
Yes, we have a personal doctor here with him, sir.
Oh, you have a doctor there?
Yes, but he's not responding to anything. No, he's not responding to CPR or anything, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, we're on our way there. If your guys are doing CPR and you're instructed by a doctor, he has a higher authority than me, and he's there on scene.
Okay.
Did anybody witness what happened?
No, just the doctor, sir. The doctor's been the only one here.
Okay, so the doctor see what happened?
Doctor, did you see what happened, sir? Sir, you just, if you can please.
We're on our way. We're on our way. I'm just passing these questions on to my paramedics while they're on the way there, sir.
Thank you, sir. He's pumping his chest, but he's not responding to anything, sir. Please.
Okay. We're on our way. We're less than a mile away. We'll be there shortly.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Call us back if you need any help. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're getting some breaking news coming into the situation right now from about Michael Jackson, the king of pop, who's 50 years old. Let's go to Deborah Farrick. She's working the story for us. What are we picking up, Deb?
Well, here's what we can tell you. This is what's being reported by KTLA. Apparently, Michael Jackson suffered cardiac arrest this afternoon. He was rushed to UCLA Medical Center.
At 12:21 this afternoon, the Los Angeles 911 operators took a call in regards to a need for a medical emergency at the 100 block of Candlewood Drive, which is in West Los Angeles. When the paramedics got on scene, they treated the patient and then immediately transported the patient to UCLA.
We just talked to Brian Oxman. He is the family attorney for the Jackson, and he says that according to Randy Jackson, Michael Jackson's brother, Michael Jackson collapsed in his home in West Los Angeles this morning, and they called paramedics. He says that the family is either at UCLA Medical Center or en route to UCLA Medical Center.
CNN sources are now saying, multiple sources, that Michael Jackson is in a coma at UCLA Medical Center, suffered from cardiac arrest, and is now in a coma.
If you look at the aerials that you're showing on air and you see the number of people that have already gathered outside the hospital, if that isn't testament to the star power of Michael Jackson, I don't know what is.
And we're just getting this in right now, and it's very, very sad news, Jim Moret, and to all of our viewers. Both the Los Angeles Times and CBS News are both now reporting that Michael Jackson has died. Now, CNN has not confirmed that, but the LA Times and CBS News are reporting that Michael Jackson, 50 years old, the king of pop, has died. A very, very sad moment.
What was Michael Jackson doing in Los Angeles before he was taken to the hospital? What new information do you have for us?
Well, we do know that he's been in Los Angeles preparing to undertake this major concert event that he was scheduled to perform in London this coming summer.
I have to stop you for a second, AJ. CNN can now confirm from the LA coroner that Michael Jackson is dead.
Thanks for watching. If you got this far, I actually love you. If you enjoyed the content, give it a thumbs up. If you want to support this channel, smash that subscribe button now. What are you waiting for? A massive thank you to the people who have kindly supported my channel, the official ReTV supporters who sponsor this content. You guys are awesome. Peace. You've been watching a ReTV documentary.